ladies, welcome to Fierce Movement. It's our first chapter meeting and I'm so excited that you're a part of it. I'm Katara McCarty. I am the founder of Fierce Movement. So shout out to all my chapter leaders. Thank you for pulling these ladies together and pitching the vision and getting together and hanging out for the day, the evening, couple hours, whatever you're doing. I'm so excited for the launching of this and for the beginning of what's going to be an amazing movement. So again, I'm Katara McCarty and I just wanted to share a little bit about Fierce Movement. You've heard a little bit from your chapter leader or you wouldn't be sitting where you're sitting, but I wanted to share from my heart why I started Fierce Movement. Where did the idea come from? I have been working with women for over 16 years. I was a co-pastor of a church and I did a lot of counseling with people, but specifically with women. I've done some coaching as well with women, and something that I've discovered is that women, we go through a lot. We go through a lot, we carry a lot, and sometimes it's hard for us to recognize how powerful we really are. I think society, there's this cultural conditioning that's been happening for decades that has taught us as women to believe that we aren't as powerful as men. And there's this idea that we need to be empowered, that we need to be infused with power. And in my years of counseling and coaching and just dealing with women and dealing with my own self and my own issues, I've come to discover that that's a lie. That women don't need to be empowered. We are powerful beings. The minute you and I were born, and the doctor or the nurse said, it's a girl, boom, power was inside of you and it's inside of me. And I think we go through things in our lives as children and you know, in school and junior high and high school and as young adults and as adult women, situations and circumstances that we go through that squash our power, that push our power and our uniqueness into a corner. But I don't think that we ever lose our power. I think that it gets covered up, but we never lose our power. And so something that I embarked on doing is to create a movement to help women recognize their own uniqueness and their own power, and to help them, assist them in tapping into that power and unleashing that power into the world. Could you imagine if you and I and the woman sitting next to you and the woman sitting on the other side of the room from you, if we all tapped into our own uniqueness and our own power and we unleashed that, what the world would look like, what young girls would see in our world. There'd be a lot more peace and a lot more hope and a lot more goodness. And so it's my desire as the founder of this movement is to create opportunities for you as a woman to tap into your own power and tap into your own uniqueness. You were designed and created. There is a space on this planet that needs to be filled with your creativity. It needs to be filled with your power, right? And it's uniquely set up and designed just for you. And so it's my desire that we all tap into that uniqueness and tap into that power. A couple of years ago, it actually will be 3 years, February 9th, my niece passed away unexpectedly. And it really devastated me and it devastated our family. And she was a beautiful young woman with full of potential, full of life, full of love. And her death really rocked me. And as I began to think about her life and think about her journey, I just really felt impressed 3 years ago to not wait any longer to start this movement. I felt like she was saying, Aunt Katara, go for it. Aunt Katara, do what you've been called to do. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for the perfect scenario. Stop waiting for you to have it all together. Go for it. And so I started this movement 3 years ago, and it's all because of Jasmine. And I feel her even right now saying, just go for it. And I'm doing something that I'm not even sure what it's gonna fully look like. I'm not even sure really what I'm doing, but I'm doing it because I feel compelled that there are women out there that need to tap into their power and their uniqueness. So I'm doing this unsure. I'm doing this not knowing exactly what it's gonna look like, but I'm going for it. And that's what I want for each of you. I want you to discover what you're passionate about and stop waiting to do it. I want you to discover what gets you frustrated, what angers you in our world. And I want you to rise up and step into your power and go for it, just like I'm going for it. Listen, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have all the right connections. You don't have to have all the right resources and wait for the money to come in to do what you've been called to do. I want you to join me in tapping into our own power and our own uniqueness and unleashing it. And stop hiding behind fear and stop hiding behind doubt and shut up those voices in our head that say we can't do it, those voices that says we're not enough, because you are enough, I'm enough, and the world needs us. The world needs women like you, and the world needs women like me to stand up and to tap into our power and to unleash it on the world. Listen, I want you to take the next few minutes as you're gonna spend with your chapter, and I want you, each of you, to share what you're passionate about, what gets you fired up, what angers you in our world. And I want you to share that with your group, and then I want you to challenge each other. What's something you can do in this next quarter to step in, a little step? Does that have to be a big step? Just a tiny little step toward fulfilling your purpose and unleashing your power and your uniqueness on our world. All right? I want you to take some time, chat about that. Listen, I am so excited about this movement. We are gonna rock this world, ladies. We're gonna tap into our power. We're gonna tap into our own uniqueness. We're gonna slap on our lipstick and we're gonna rock our world. I am so excited that you're gonna have a great time with your chapter and with your leaders, and this thing is gonna grow and grow and grow, and it is a movement that is starting with you and it's starting with me, and we're gonna help to unleash each other's power, support each other, encourage each other. There's no room for negativity. We wanna build each other up so we can create a movement that unleashes your fierceness, my fierceness, and other women's fierceness all over the world, all right? So I'm excited for you. I want you to have an awesome time with your group, and we'll see you next time. Remember, keep it fierce, and may the fierce be with you. We'll see ya. Bye.